Good morning, folks. One hopes you remember yesterday's news. Heck, even if you don't, we'll re-show the clip you need to see. We're going to do space weather, earth weather, and everything below our feet, starting at spaceweathernews.com, and we're finding a calm last 24 hours on our star. Left side, near the equator, next coronal hole comes in already. And also the plasma filaments. Not many significant ropes on the disk, but they are starting to turn in now, and, after a few days, the eruption threats are ready to return. But not the other kind, which would be solar flares. None of that with no sunspots on the disk, and we're on to the solar wind. The purple mountains are indeed some speed spikes, but nowhere near the initial impact level, and a brief KP4 instability event is all we've taken. Of course, a much more intense stream from the big coronal hole is turning in. Once again, we waited for geomagnetic storms, and so we get to eye what's beneath our feet, starting with a lava shelf collapsing into the sea at Hawaii, producing a beautiful sight. Folks, 2 days ago, we said that the lack of geomagnetic storms had to extend the earthquake watch, the 6.3 struck Fiji that you saw yesterday. Well, we still didn't get any geomagnetic storms, and here's what we said at the end of yesterday's news. The 6.3 in Fiji didn't release very much pressure, which has me ready to be on the model analysis today as well. Let's hope something bigger isn't brewing. Indeed, 6.3 wasn't enough as a larger 6.9 earthquake struck the region, rang in as high as 7.3, producing a tiny 1 centimeter tsunami. Most importantly, it looks like the damage is minor, and the earthquake was indeed a hit for our model. It's becoming key to note when a 6-pointer means the pressure is gone versus when it means more is coming. 10 of the top 13 quakes since the model began running were hits. And speaking of the model, many of you know we're working on ways to automate the forecasting 24 hours a day. Here's a sneak peek at yesterday morning's model run, Fiji unquestionably with the largest alert. The actual alert maps, which I'm currently making based on that and 4 other factors, appear on the Disaster Prediction app, available now for Apple and Android, and of course, we'll be presenting the model in full with numerous real-world examples at Observing the Frontier 2017. There's nothing I want more than to shake your hand this spring. We've got some weather and shots of our star to close. It's 5:15 a.m. in the new Valley of the Sun. Eyes open, no fear. Be safe, everyone.